Alfa Romeo are an iconic name in Formula One and were once a title-winning team. However, recent fortunes have not fallen kindly for the Italian organisation. With 2 new drivers and a 6th-placed finish in 2002, this season has been a slump in performance compared. With only 16 points scored thus far, that is a huge decrease from the 55 scored last year. But why has this happened? Let's sum it up. In hindsight, the season didn't start awfully for Alfa, with points scored in 4 of the first 8 races. A quarter of their 2023 total came in Bahrain on the opening weekend, with Valtteri Bottas crossing the line in 8th place. Zhou Guanyu then finished 9th in Australia and Spain, before Bottas secured a single point in Canada. However, much like 2022, the season tailed off to a poor ending. Last season, 51 of their 55 points were scored in the first 9 races, when the team had a huge weight advantage over their competitors. So strong starts and weak endings seems to be a common trend. There's been a lot of potential shown throughout this year. The main problem for the team, though, has been consistent points finishes. However, coming just outside the top 10 has become quite a habit. Bottas has finished 12th 5 times, and Zhou has finished there twice. He also has 5 13th placed finishes. Unfortunately for the team, reaching the points in the second half of the season remained difficult, as they fell towards 9th in the championship, where they would stay for the rest of 2023. In terms of notable races, Azerbaijan and Las Vegas stuck out like sore thumbs for Alfa. Azerbaijan qualifying was the start of a poor weekend for them, with Zhou not making it out of Q1, and Bottas having an early Q2 finish in 14th place. This was a sprint weekend though, so there was always a chance to redeem themselves on the Saturday. However, this wouldn't be the case. With both cars exiting the sprint shootout early with laps too slow, it was another uphill battle. Zhou did make up some places, but ultimately crossed the line in 12th, a long way from any meaningful points. And as if Saturday wasn't bad enough, Sunday would be a horror show. Due to overheating issues, Zhou would retire, with his teammate only finishing in a measly 18th place. A tough weekend in Baku. More recently in Las Vegas, a decent Saturday wouldn't be replicated the following day. Bottas' 8th place in qualifying would be ruined by his car's poor race pace, as the Finnish driver came 17th on Sunday. For Zhou, a 15th place finish would wrap up another weekend of underperformance. But let's not only talk about the negatives. Although it wouldn't improve the team's standings overall, a double points finish in Qatar put the smiles back on their faces for at least a weekend, especially after how they qualified the day prior. Zhou started 19th and said his race was something quite special. The 6 points came from Bottas' 8th place, and Zhou behind him in 9th moved them closer to AlphaTauri to make the end of the season that bit more interesting. But it also showed the resilience that they will need going into 2024 if they want to improve their standings. Another silver lining to their clouded 2023 is their similarities to Ferrari. The team from Maranello were the only ones to win a race this season that wasn't Red Bull. With Alfa keeping the Ferrari engine for next season, at least they have a strong powertrain. The driver pairing of Zhou and Bottas will remain for 2024, and reserve driver Théo Pourchaire is ready to step in if needed. He's also just won the F2 season, so there is a lot of potential in the years to come. Overall, it was a disappointing season for Alfa Romeo, but one that they can use to propel themselves forward into next season and beyond. The big talking point for the team is the introduction of Audi from 2026 though, which could be one of the reasons for their recent underperformance. Are they sacrificing the present for the future? In my opinion, they are. With the arrival of Audi, the team can start a new dawn, and therefore they've been planning for it for quite a while, thus damaging their performance both in 2022 and in this season just gone. Is it a huge risk, or is it a perfect move in a game of motorsport chess? We'll see in 2024, but in the years after too. Where do you think Alfa Romeo will finish next season? That's all we've got time for today. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.